Saying no to commitments that are not a priority can be challenging, but it's important for maintaining a healthy work-life balance and avoiding burnout. It is important to set boundaries and manage your time effectively. Here are 5 steps you can take before you say no to the commitments that are not in your priority. 1. Assess your priorities. Determine what commitments are most important to you and align with your goals. 2. Consider the long-term impact. Consider the long-term impact of taking on additional commitments and how it may affect your other priorities and responsibilities. 3. Set boundaries. Setting clear boundaries can help prevent you from being overwhelmed with commitments in the first place. Know your limits and communicate them to others. 4. Practice self-care. Make time for self-care and prioritize your own needs so that you're better able to handle the commitments that are most important to you. 5. Practice saying no. Saying no can be difficult and uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to saying yes to everything. However, like any skill, it gets easier with practice. Start by saying no to small or low-priority commitments and work your way up to larger and more challenging ones. Practice saying no in a polite but firm way to help build your confidence. By following these steps, you can prepare yourself to say no to the commitments that are not your priority. Nonetheless, it's crucial to have the assurance and conviction to say no at the appropriate time. These 5 steps will help you say no when it's necessary. 1. Be honest and direct. When someone asks you to take on a commitment, be honest about your priorities and time constraints. Let them know that you appreciate the opportunity, but you're not able to take it on at this time. Be honest about your limitations and let others know that you're unable to take on additional commitments at this time. Politely decline the request, and explain that you have other commitments that take priority. You can say something like, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'm unable to commit to this right now as I have other priorities." It's important to be honest about your reasons for saying no, but you don't need to go into too much detail. Simply stating that you don't have the time or that it doesn't align with your priorities is usually sufficient. 2. Offer alternative solutions. If you're unable to take on a commitment, offer an alternative solution, such as suggesting someone else who may be able to help. This can help soften the blow and show that you're still willing to help in some way. 3. Be clear about your priorities. Determine what's most important to you and focus on those things first. When you say no, be clear about why you are declining the commitment. Explain that you have other priorities or commitments that you need to focus on. Make sure your response is clear and unambiguous. Avoid leaving the door open for the person to come back to you with the same request. It's important to be firm when saying no. Don't waver or give in to pressure. Remember that you have the right to prioritize your own needs and commitments. 4. Be polite. Even if you need to say no, it's important to be polite and respectful in your response. Express your gratitude for the opportunity and thank the person for considering you. Thank the person for considering you and let them know that you appreciate the opportunity. 5. Explain your reasoning but don't over-explain. It can be helpful to explain your reasoning for saying no. Be honest and straightforward about why the commitment isn't your priority and why you need to decline. Avoid over-explaining or making excuses, as this can come across as insincere or disingenuous. Remember, saying no to a commitment does not mean you are not interested or do not care. It simply means that you are prioritizing your time and energy to focus on what is most important to you. It is not a negative reflection on you.